Sounds good, Bound 916 there. Very appropriate that you were bringing up the Santa parade because a lot of us have already started thinking about Christmas presents for our loved ones. But there's still some kids out there who may not be that high up on the recipient list this year. But here's the thing, you can actually change that. Joining us this morning to talk about our annual Toys for Tots campaign is the one and only coordinator, Tiffany Chambers. Tiffany, good morning.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it's so good to see you. And I know this is something that we always do and are always so proud to be a part of. But I do want to ask right off the bat, it's a different structure when it comes to who's running it this year, right?
Yes, typically the Marines run it, but last year the Marines received an order that things were going to be changing because the Marines were leaving the area. Right before Gunny Sergeant Marcos Noella, the previous coordinator, reached out and was like, hey, somebody needs to pick this program up or we're going to lose all the toys in the Peoria and Tazewell County area. And we answered the call. So.
And there you go. And now here we are talking about it.
Exactly.
So we've been kind of promoting this in some of the shows over the past couple days too. But for those who don't tune into the earlier shows as well, talk a little bit about what the entire goal of Toys for Tots is at the end of the day.
I mean, it's really simple, making sure that every child receives a toy for the Christmas season, whether it's 1 or 2 toys. It's just making sure a child feels seen during the holiday season.
Absolutely. And when we're talking about the donations that can come in, what kind of toys are we looking for here?
So we're really good from the ages 5 and up to about 9. And then it gets really questionable from very much like the little kids, so 0 to 3, and then very questionable, super questionable at the teenage area, so like 10 to 16, and we do serve up to the age of 16.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know it actually went that high up.
Yes.
I think for me, I'm so used to, and my family, we used to do Toys for Tots in my hometown too, so it was always, donating for the smaller kids, but hey, you know what? Teenagers need something to play with too, right? They got to have fun too.
They're still kids.
Of course
they're still kids.
Yeah,
so why
absolutely.
would we not make sure that they have something for Christmas?
That's a very good point, Tiffany. Something to keep in mind there at home. And I also wanted to ask you too. Of course, this has been a program that's gone on for so long, and so many different people have been involved. In your time involved, what's maybe one story that sticks out to you that means the most?
I hear a lot of people who need help during the holiday season, and it just kind of reminds me of my childhood. I grew up in a really small town in Washington State. My mom was a single parent, a divorced parent, and I know for a fact that it was hard for her every holiday season. And I resonate with the single moms in the area who are just like, I need at least something to give to my child or my children this holiday season. So it is imperative to me that I make this happen, because if this program would have existed in my small town, maybe my mom wouldn't have been so stressed during the holiday season. Maybe she would have actually been able to enjoy Christmas and not feel stressed about making sure that I had something for the Christmas season.
Absolutely. There's an extra added personal element.
Exactly. I'm here to ease the burden, not make it harder.
For sure. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're actually going to throw some information up on your screen there. There are 2 QR codes that you can scan. One of them is for a monetary donation, and another is to actually buy a toy online. We have a list of things that you can buy. Plus, if you go to 25newsnow.com, we'll have this up for the whole holiday season. There's a list of participating locations that you can stop by at if you have a toy that you want to drop off. And by the way, just make sure it's all wrapped up and ready to go, and then organizers will take care of the rest of it. Tiffany, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. And as always, if there's someone that you know or you yourself want to come onto In the Know, go to 25newsnow.com/community. Go to that tab and submit the form. We are actually keeping it all as one brand now. All of our interview segments are now In the Know, so a little easier to remember. We have that information online for you as well. Of course, we got some birthdays coming up here in just a little bit. Stay tuned to see who's blowing out those candles.